I'm the Elite Ball Know-It-All. Today we're going to talk about Bloodborne, DLC, a bit of lore, my experiences. It's going to be about 10 minutes long, and then tomorrow I'm making a video more in depth. Anyway, yeah, so the main, purpose of the video is that I'm going to do one video where it's like I'm gonna cover a broad version of a subject. The second video is going to be more in depth. If there's DLC, a third video is going to be broad on the DLC, and then the next video is going to be in depth. This is the in depth of Bloodborne into the DLC, because a lot of main game characters are involved. Next video is going to be all about the DLC. And then I'm probably going to post like an hour behemoth of a video explaining all of the lore I can of just Bloodborne main game in DLC, all the bot, that's going to be the big one. This one's going to be 10-15 minutes. I'm at 2 minutes already. I've had to restart twice because of storage issues and everything else. I worked 8 hours today. I want to go upstairs and just snuggle and chill. But anyway, I'm making a video. It's about Bloodborne. And yeah. So, without further ado, also if you're off put by my eating, sorry. I haven't eaten today. So anyway, well I did, but ramen doesn't really count. Either way, Gehrman the First Hunter. That is the first subject of our conversation. One sec. It's hard to beat some chips and salsa. It really is. So Papa G. We ain't talking about Gascoigne. Gehrman, Papa G. Elite ball knowledge about Gehrman. First tidbit. There's a rare audio line that you can get before the end of the game, but after you've gotten to the Hunter's Dream, obviously it happens in the Hunter's Dream. He's by a gravestone, over by the DLC gravestone actually, so that's interesting because the doll is at the DLC gravestone, and if you know about Lady Maria and the theories with the doll and Lady Maria from the DLC, it's interesting that the doll is at the gravestone. We'll touch on that later. Anyway, so Gehrman can be found by this gravestone in this little garden, which is also where what I believe to be the first ever bath messenger bath is. Because that is where you can go to change the outfits of the little dudes that pop out of the fountains when you buy shit in a Chalice dungeon, in the Hunter's Dream, wherever. You can make those dudes wear top hats. It's an item called the Messenger Top Hat Festival, or the Messenger Urn Festival. It's a Messenger something festival. I know specifically on the way to the Bloodstar Beast, if you hit down that thing with the fire that blows up that whole room, if you do that and then do some parkour, you'll get the Messenger, I believe, Urn Festival, Ribbon Festival. It makes the messengers into mummies, little mummies, and that's cool, funny. Even those have item descriptions that have deep lore implications. That's how much of a masterpiece Bloodborne is. Even something as simple, small, and obscure as that has that much detail. I digress. Gehrman's over there crying. Excuse me. So Gehrman's over there crying to Lawrence, Lady Maria, Master Willem, Anybody, help me. Please. He's crying. He's begging. Please release me from this nightmare. From this slavery of having to watch everybody die. Having to watch gore, death, all the... He's the first hunter of the workshop. The workshop is an extension of the church to deal with the beast scourge because they fucked around with the old blood. They fucked around and found out in a bad way. That's where the camera is. I need to look there. I don't need to look here at myself. I need to look there. That's where the camera is. You guys, like, y'all, you, the viewer, you guys are over here for me because my phone is like this right now and the camera's that way. So for me to look in the camera and like get all close up and personal and really speak to the viewer, I have to do it like this. I have to look into the camera and consciously do it, or I'm gonna spend the entire YouTube video looking at myself and it's gonna look like I'm reading chat in a stream on ID or Twitch. So yeah, I don't want to look like I'm reading chat, because right now it looks like I'm reading chat. I'm looking at myself. It's like, oh, okay, chat said this, chat did this. I don't want to look like that. I don't want to do that. I want to look at you. I want to act like we're having a conversation. I want to act like if you were to put this YouTube video up, set it up how I have this camera set up, it'd be like we were talking to each other. You could pause the video and respond to me if you want to. I'm a lonely individual sometimes. If you're a lonely individual and it takes you setting up a video of me doing this to make you feel okay, that's cool, but whatever. Anyway, back to Garamond. So he's crying. He's obviously unhappy with his situation. He doesn't like the hunter's dream. He doesn't like the doll. He doesn't like even us as the hunter. He does it because, one, he was the first, so he feels responsible. And two, he is responsible. Garamond made the fuck... I'm trying not to swear as much so that the algorithm doesn't like flag me. But he fucked up everything. And I'm going to tell you why right now in a second. But yeah, Garamond and Maria and Lawrence and Willem, they're beloved characters, they're complex characters, but if we're looking at it from a pure moral standpoint in 2026, especially after this game's been out for a while and like things being a product of their time, it was very progressive in a lot of ways, especially with Lady Maria and how they handled her as a character. Like, it's not girl power. She's a badass, and if it was a man, he would be a badass. It's a badass character that happens to be a woman, and that is how you fucking do that. That is how you achieve a great female character. Make the character, and then say they're a woman. That's how you do a fucking strong female character. That's how you do a female lead in a movie. Sigourney Weaver, perfect example. Kathy Bates. I'm really tired. There's more, but I'm on the spot, and I'm trying to make a video, and I'm talking about Garamond, Bloodborne. Garamond, Lady Maria, and all them basically went on a witch hunt trying to find a great one, because the old blood and the church and the reasons and Master Willem grant us eyes. If you know, you know. Elite ball knowledge. Mikolash is connected in there. I'm trying to keep this video 15 minutes, and I haven't even gotten off of Garamond, who is in the base game. This is a DLC thing, but in the DLC, the Orphan of Kos slithers out of his dead mother's corpse and beats your ass because he just got born 2 seconds ago, and he's fucking mad about it. Do you have any idea what you have to do to a mammal to make it stop reproducing? Do you have any idea the abuse you have to put a pregnant mother through for the baby to feel the effects? if you have any kind of imagination, think about what I just said to you. That is what Garamond, Lady Maria, and all of them did to Kos. Oh, Kos, oh, some say Cosm. Grant us eyes. Grant us eyes. Mikolash. The first thing he says when you meet him. That's not an accident. Even Patches, everything he says, there was a meeting that took place at From Software about what Patches is doing when he's speaking, what Patches looks like in this game. Like, an argument could be made that Patches is a chaos god. He could be an outer god from Elden Ring that has sifted his way through every dimension of every Souls game and messed with the player character because he can break the fourth wall. Patches deserves his own 2-hour video. That is a very influential character that you could on surface level say he's a cult classic. He's like Sigurd. He even takes Sigurd's armor in DS3. There's a discussion there. But anyway, so they murdered the living shit out of Kos and left. They destroyed the fishing hamlet. Garamond, Lady Maria, Lawrence, Master Willem, Bergenworth, the church, the workshop, the hunter's work. It's all connected. The numbers, Mason, what do they mean? It's all connected. Bloodborne is one of the best games ever made. If you take anything from this YouTube channel, at least take that. And I hope that you take that reaction, that level of dedication. I hope that that's the takeaway from at least every one of my videos in some small amount. It's probably going to be a 20-minute video. I know I said 10-15, but I'm at 13 minutes, and I've been rambling, and I've restarted twice already, so I'm just going to leave all this in. I'm an ADHD, scatterbrained 22-year-old guy who's just trying to make it in life, but I have always wanted to be a YouTuber. I have so many stories and so much that I want to share. And one day I decided to do it 4 days ago. To my 8 viewers, or however many viewers I have at this point, thank you for trusting me at this small beginning stage. Kev, you commented on one of my first ever videos. Before it gets flooded in 2 or 3 years, after I consistently start making videos and eventually gain traction, even if it's only 1,000 subs, 1,000 subscribers. I don't even know what video I would make if I hit 1,000 subs. I would make a video, but right now, in my mind, that seems like such a far off goal. I have 1 subscriber right now. I have no idea who it is. You know who you are, obviously. There's some point in times where I've had a very, very bad experience where there's only one thing that I actually get as a win for that day. Having 1 subscriber on my YouTube channel is my win every day, at least if I have 1. Because that shows that at least 1 person can see the vision that I'm trying to do. At least 1 person can see that I'm trying. I have potential. I'm gonna fuck up, but I'm gonna get back up again, keep trying. I'm not gonna quit. I am going to be like every great YouTuber that ever existed, good and bad, scandals and all, I'm sure. I don't want to be Lion Maker. I don't want to be Cernando. I don't want to be Noah J456. I'd be cool if I was Mr. T Lexify. If someone compared me to Mr. T Lexify, even the scandals that did happen, I'm Team Lex. I would take that as a compliment. Mr. T, you are my fucking dude, man. I've been watching you for so long. If you ever see this video for any reason, or if I ever end up speaking to you, like, I'm going to show you this video, you are one of my heroes. I will say that with my whole chest. Mr. T Lexify, you are one of my heroes because you are a pivotal moment in my life due to the fact that you did what I'm doing now. You followed your passion of zombies, and I love that because I love zombies as much as you do. I've done Easter eggs. I've done all this. I watched the Revelations Easter egg. I watched it get solved live on stream, in your chat. There's no way you would ever remember me, even if I were to donate $100 during EE for C. You would never remember me because you were so locked in, and that's okay. I get that. I'm proud to have supported you and to continue supporting you. But I'm 17 minutes into this YouTube video, and I am so off topic right now, and I have been for at least 12 of these 17 minutes, and I apologize. Same like the last Bloodborne video, I'm just going to rapid fire. If this video ends up being 25 minutes long, that's okay. Ends up being 30 minutes long, that's okay. My fiance wants me upstairs. She wants the snuggles. She wants the William. William's got to hurry. William's on a time crunch. Happy wife, happy life. Secret. Elite ball knowledge. But anyway, smoky eyes, oh, they make you see a brand new sunrise. I don't know the words. I can kind of do whatever I want in these videos because at the end of the day, not a lot of people are watching them. And if you're watching a video as obscure as this, you got time. You can watch me be goofy. You can watch me ramble. Obviously, the more subs I get, the more professional I'm going to get, the more these videos are going to have a structure and a plan. I thought of the idea to film this video and the content I was going to talk about in this video like an hour ago on my way home from work. I know the subject matter. I just kind of wing it. For better or worse, for good or bad, for success or failure, I just wing it. And a lot of these early videos, yes, they are going to be about a specific topic, but that's more so just to draw you in, and I'm going to keep you here by talking on that topic, but by putting myself and my own spin on it, because at the end of the day, I am not Bati Vidya. And I am not Noah J456. And I am not the Rad Brad. I want to be like all of them. And Zanny and everybody, I could list them all every time. You know the ones that I've listed if you've seen my videos. That's my goal. So on from Gehrman, the first DLC boss that we face is Ludwig. Ludwig's Holy Blade is the best strength weapon in Bloodborne, and that's a fact. Not really even up for debate. It's one of the better strength weapons, if not the best. You finally meet Ludwig in the DLC. Like, even something as simple as the name of a weapon can have ripples. The fact that we use Ludwig's Holy Blade and it is so powerful for us as normal just people with blood and we're hunters, to see Ludwig use the Holy Moonlight Greatsword, which if you know, you know, elite ball knowledge, that's fucking cool that he's using that. It's in every game. It's a staple, the Moonlight Greatsword, and it always fits within the lore, and it's amazing. He's using that. He's a hard boss. He's not easy. Like, to me, he's easy. But the first time you go in that arena, and that little skeleton guy, that if you Elite ball knowledge. If you do the Ludwig boss fight, kill him. Like, I'm talking, you have to kill him fast, or you have to be good at the game. If that little skeleton guy that talks at the beginning doesn't die, because he's actually in the boss fight. Like, if you walk over to him, he wiggles and, like, talks and stuff. Like, he has voice lines. He doesn't talk a lot. Like, he doesn't want to distract you, but he's there. He exists. He's in that boss fight, and he's there after. And so is Ludwig's head, just like Godric the Graf did, if you know. You can see in Elden Ring the influences from every Souls game that's ever been made. And it all culminates to Elden Ring, and that is why Elden Ring won Game of the Year and has won so many awards, and so many people say that Elden Ring was their intro to the Souls genre, their favorite game ever made. It is the culmination, the magnum opus of almost 2 decades worth of From Software content, trial and error, and beloved things of a passionate community. For better or worse, Night Rain does the same. Night Rain is the most fan service game FromSoft has ever made, aside from Dark Souls 3. That's not up for debate. Centipede Demon, Nameless King. Certain enemies that fight like the Corrupted Monk. And some of them little fucking lightning twin blade dudes in the castle before the Mortal Blade and Sakura. You can feel the influence of where a certain boss kind of came from. Like where their idea came from. Like Godfrey. Goldfrey, Godric, Godefroy, all that shit, and all that. It all ties together, and it's something that I have to tie together, especially in the YouTube videos, that, yes, I failed to make 2 videos that were both 10 and 15 minutes long because my phone doesn't have a lot of storage, because the Google ran out. They gave me extra storage. Whatever. 23 minutes in, I'm probably going to make it 24 minutes or maybe 25, but either way, I'm going to talk more on Bloodborne, I'm going to talk more on the DLC, I'm going to talk more about myself. More will be on the way. I'm trying to balance a life, a relationship, and the well-being of 2 people on top of follow my little stupid dream of YouTube. So if you guys can bear with me, if everybody in my life and I can bear with myself, everybody will be happy. But I'm going to have to call it a night. I have to be at work at 8 a.m. and I would like to at least spend a bit of time with my fiance. So I am the Elite Ball Know-It-All, and yeah, see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed. And if you didn't, I'll be okay.